Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to meet the daughters. My two daughters, Sophie and Mimi. We're going to talk about what it was like growing up with addiction in the house and what effects they had on them. We'll go back as far as their childhood, their earliest memories, and we'll move it into today. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Mimi.
And we're the daughters. So looking back now, we definitely would say hindsight's 20/20, and there's a lot of just different things that we didn't realize were attributed to his addiction at the time. But things just such, he was always sweaty, always carried a towel around to dry off his sweat. He was red eyes, always sleepy, falling asleep easily, or the opposite, extremely hyper and, being silly and just over the top. A lot of those things now we know were attributed to his addiction. At the time, we didn't necessarily understand that.
I think I was so young that I didn't really understand what was going on. She was 2 years older than me, so I didn't understand it in a sense that I wanted to still go to dad's, and I didn't believe what my sister and mom were trying to tell me and the reservations that they had about me going over there all the time, because Sophie wouldn't go anymore. She stopped going for a while there.
I was very embarrassed. A lot of the things, even just growing up as a young girl, everything embarrasses you about your parents, but especially, we'd go into Target and he's singing and skipping down the aisles, or we're going to, we're in the car and he starts to fall asleep, or we're in public and he's red and sweaty, and a lot of those things to me were just so embarrassing at the time that I wanted to distance myself from him. Our parents divorced when we were really young, so we don't have a lot of memories of them together. However, once they were divorced, I would say they co-parented very well.
But I also think it took a while to get to the point where they could co-parent together.
Oh, yeah.
Because the divorce was super hard, and there was always fighting. They weren't civil at all during that time. So until the divorce really went through, they were able to learn to co-parent together.
And it wasn't your average parent's divorce of just falling out of love. It was addiction involved, and that really rippled through the family. And so it was hard on everyone in the family because we all felt the effects of my dad's addiction. I think I previously mentioned this, but I began to distance myself from him for quite a bit. I definitely took my mom's side in the divorce, and I was older, so I knew a lot more about what was actually going on with his addiction, just his struggles.
I was the opposite. I was always at my dad's and wanted to go there, and I wouldn't say always there, but every weekend when I could go there, I would go. Sophie wouldn't. They gave us the choice. And I always chose to go and she didn't.
It was hard for her. She didn't understand why I didn't want to be there, but she definitely wanted to be there for my dad.
I would get mad at my sister and my mom for my sister not coming and my mom not supporting my sister not coming. I didn't get why they thought that was okay at the time.
A lot was behind the scenes, typically going on at his place of work, in the office. We saw little things here and there, falling asleep while driving, or, always being tired, or being very hot and sweaty. Those were the physical things. But we definitely, it's almost what we didn't see. He was always coming and going, always disappearing, sketchy, as you would call it. I think that's kind of how we saw it in everyday life.
It was always very on the go. We were always traveling. We went to Vegas at least once a month.
Chaotic.
Yeah, we went to the Bahamas at winter break every year, which was the best trip. Because of our dad's gambling addiction, they always put us up and treated us like royalty. So it was really fun growing up as kids. Of course, we didn't know why we were treated like that. We just thought dad paid a lot of money, but...
Yeah, complete opposite, especially from the lifestyle of our mom.
I think our mom kind of tried to keep us level-headed and have more of a normal life and school and sports and that kind of thing.
A schedule
and
consistency.
Right. Versus when we were with our dad, we never got that. So our mom really tried to maintain that balanced schedule that teenagers need.
Yeah, and I think we knew that life with Dad was always kind of chaotic, and never knew what to expect. So she tried as hard as she could to give us, a schedule and some sort of consistency that kids need growing up. Complete 180 from what it used to be. We're extremely close, and I think that's honestly on the basis of just honesty, and we've been so transparent about the past and what we're going through at the present that really opened a lot of our lines of communication, and we built such a much better relationship, so much stronger than it was years ago.
We have built a relationship with our dad being an adult. Like, he kind of always acted as a kid when he was a drug addict, and now it's more building an adult relationship. I'm 22, she's 24, so being able to look to him for advice and
More of a friendship.
yeah,
as
more
well.
of like especially with work and everything that he's been successful in, he's able to now teach us that kind of stuff.
Thanks everybody for watching today. We look forward to seeing you again next week. If you like what you saw today, please hit the subscribe button.